Good evening and welcome to Naaman Forest for District 11 5A basketball. Our contest tonight, the Garland Owls versus the Naaman Forest Rangers. Hello everyone, my name is Steve Reeves. I'm joined tonight by my partner Bobby George. And Bobby, it's really kind of do or die team now for do or die time for these teams as they get close to the playoffs. And Naaman Forest right now, they're in third place right now. But I tell you what, they're only half a game ahead of Saxe and only 2.5 games ahead of Garland. So this is a big game.
Yeah, Garland's in 5th place so far right now, and yeah, they've got to win tonight. But I'll tell you what, that Naaman Forest team that we saw play against Rowlett, coaching-wise, Naaman Forest has a great set of coaches. They know how to game plan against teams, so it's going to be a difficult challenge for Garland to come in here and try to beat Naaman in their home court. Naaman's averaging 47 points per game, 10 assists per game, and 21 rebounds. So they can come in, they can score the ball, they can rebound the ball, and of course they share the ball very well, and defense is their key tonight. They can play great defense. They'll be led by number 12, Dante Carter, with 10 points a game, and Jonathan Basco with 9 points a game, and Davey Soares, number 44, with 8 points a game. And so we're planning on having a great game here on Friday night with Garland.
Number 44, Soares for the Rangers, and number 32, Beasley with the jump ball, and the possession's going to go to Naaman Forest, it appears, as one of the Garland players on the line. So Naaman Forest with the first possession, and we are underway here at Naaman Forest. Carter with the inbound to number 14, Brandon Pinckney. He's going to drive inside the lane, kick it back out. A wide open Carter for three. It is no good. And the Owls come down with the rebound. That's number 21, Brian Reddick. Owls moving around the horn. Number 42 driving to the bucket and hits up and good. A nice shot by Daniel Salama. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, nice play, nice move to the basket. And right now you see Naaman Forest playing a completely different game than they were playing against Rowlett. They're actually attacking the basket.
Yeah, number 14, Brandon Pinckney there, stepped out of bounds. So a turnover for the Rangers, and the possession now with Garland. And the inbound pass to number 24, VJ Gates. He's going to drive inside the Salama, and another bucket.
That's a nice play. Gates was able to get into the lane, penetrate through there. And when you do that, defenders have to come to you, and he was able to dish it off and for the easy basket.
An inside steal, and Gates with the Owls runs out off the glass
nice
and in
job.
For two. And Garland with an early 6-0 lead. Naaman Forest takes a 30-second timeout.
That was real nice. VJ Gates was able to get that ball and get down the court in a hurry. Of course, we talk about him a lot during the football season. He was a key component for the Garland Owl football squad. You see his speed right there dribbling the ball. They still couldn't catch him.
So a early start here for Garland. Again, the Owls come in 2-6 in district play, and really, it's a must-win. Every win at this, or every game at this point, has got to be a must-win for them if they want a shot at the playoffs. Again, at 2-6, they're in 5th place, but they are, again, currently 2 games behind Saxe for 4th and 2.5 behind these Rangers for 3rd.
Yeah, anytime you can win at this time of the year, you've got to do it.
Yeah, turnover for the Rangers, and Salama ahead and out of bounds to Garland. So that time Pinckney just kind of lost the handle on it, and Owls forced a turnover.
Yeah, Garland was pressuring them up front, and the speed, of their hands and their feet, they were able to get in a good position to get a good turnover right there.
And that time the Rangers forced a turnover, and a foul is going to be called here. Reach-in foul, and looks like it's going to be called against VJ Gates, so the Rangers will take it out of bounds.
Now these teams, they match up pretty evenly with height and size and speed. So it's going to be a good game to watch here. They're going to go man-to-man, and it's good matchups.
Pinckney looks inside, but the Owls knock it away, and another turnover. Gates comes away with it, and the point guard comes down court. Nice crossover there, and then kicks it back outside. Nice move by number 32, and it's no good on the bucket.
He gets his own rebound. Nice hustle.
Yeah, Stephen Beasley, the senior there. And I believe a foul is going to be called here on Naaman Forrest. It's Davey Soares, and so the Owls with the play out of bounds, and they get it back to Salama. Pretty good ball handler here. And he kicks it out. A three-point shot is up and in and out. And this time the rebound down to Soares, and the Rangers looking to run it. Pinckney finds Carter. And a outside shot is up and in for three. And Carter with his first points, and the first points for the Rangers, and it cuts the lead in half.
Completely different game. They're actually running set pick plays and running around and trying to score the bucket.
An offensive foul is going to be called here against the Owls.
Yeah, they got him on a moving screen right there, trying to set that pick, and the defender moved a little bit to get away from it. And the screener had to move his feet to get a hold of him, and they got it.
Another outside three-point shot by Carter. This one's a little short, but the long rebound down to the Rangers. Back to Pinckney for three, and that one's short, and Salama gets his pocket picked.
Whew, I tell you what, they're airing it out right now. The ball is being shot really soft. Those will go in.
Inside look for Carter. And they're going to call a pushing foul against Gates. That will be his second here of the first period.
Yeah, they're going to have to sub him out.
And coming in, number 33, Bashan Scott, a junior forward for the Owls. And the out of bounds here for the Rangers. Carter pump fake and gets it across to Pinckney. A little high, but he's able to corral it. Pinckney looks outside. Carter, they kick it around. Good ball movement. Now an inside move here, and they're going to get a charging call.
Yeah, look at that.
This time against number 34, Jonathan Basco. Nice drive that time, but good position there by the Owls and the turnover.
Yeah, Beasley gets his feet set really nice. I mean, he had to really move in there quick and got the charge call.
Three-point attempt here for the Owls, and it's short. And the rebound is going to come down here. I haven't seen a call yet as looks like Garland's going to retain possession.
Yeah, I think it just went out of bounds.
Drive inside the lane to kick back out. A three-point attempt by Salama, and it's off the mark. Ball loose, and the Owls recover. And back out to Salama here as he's going to try to take Carter on, and the foul is going to be called, and they're going to call traveling on the sophomore.
Salama seems like he's got some good ball handling skills. He's 6'2", and he's only a sophomore playing up on the varsity squad.
Pinckney hands it off, and then an errant pass that time by Tony Robb, and it goes out of bounds for a turnover.
Yeah, he was looking for Dante Carter over on the side. And it just kind of flew out of his hands out of bounds there.
Reddick gets it up court and pass across to Scott. Scott with the shot. It's short. And out of bounds to Garland.
And Naaman's playing some good man-to-man defense right here. They are really moving their feet quick and getting around on their guys, making it hard on Garland.
Inbounds, and the shot won't fall that time for number 32,
Oh.
Beasley, but another turnover for the Rangers. Beasley is strong off the glass. Rebound down to number 23, Jordan Wright, who puts it up and in.
Well, that's a turnover, and you know when you get turnovers like that, a lot of times it turns into 2 points on the other side, so you just have to take care of the ball.
Basco gets it up court for the Rangers.
They are really playing hard inside. I mean, they're not letting 44 get much room in there, Davy Suarez.
That time the block by Garland, but a foul called, so that'll put number 34, Jonathan Basco, on the line, and the foul goes against number 32, Beasley.
You wonder how long they're going to let them play like that inside that paint. Jordan Wright on Suarez. I mean, they are pushing hard.
First attempt up and good for Basco. Substitutions now for both teams.
Yeah, Davy Suarez is getting pushed around by Jordan Wright, and then they come right in here with Latreon Jones. He's going to be wore out by the end of this afternoon.
Second shot up and good. Our score 8-5 Garland. And they're going to get traveling called here against Bayshawn Scott, and that's a turnover for the Owls. Take it inside on Jones. He holds his position and
sure does, and he gets his hands up, knocks the ball down, and then gets the rebound. He's trying to get possession in there now, too. I mean, they're working.
Reddick with the ball out to Wright. Wright's looking inside. Then an errant pass, and it's knocked away, and it's still by the Rangers, and an inside move by Basco, up and in for two.
That's a nice move right there by Basco.
Baseline shot is up and in. A nice shot there by number 21, Reddick. His first 2 points of the game.
Well, it really was. You know, he got around to the side of the goal, and he just squared his shoulders and got some elevation and dropped the rock right in the net.
Robb with an inside move, kicks it back out. A wide open Basco for three, and it's too strong. And it's going to be over the top, so out of bounds to the Owls as we've got 1:15 remaining here in the first period with Garland on top 10-7. As you take a look at Coach Randy Love of the Owls.
I tell you, seems like everything is just so crowded up in the middle. You know, they might want to take that same approach as they did against Rowlett and spread it out a little bit.
Wide open three shot is off the mark by Tyrone Mackey. The rebound down to Pinckney of the Rangers as he's going to bring it up court. Finds a wide open Carter for three, and it's up and in for good.
It was in for a good, huh?
Yes, it was. Outside pass. Nice inside move there, no call. Gets his own rebound and off the glass and good. Tyrone Mackey, and I believe a foul called as well, so opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, I like the way Tyrone is actually playing. I mean, he'll attack you. Did you see how high he jumps when he shoots his jump shot? I mean, he looks like he's elevating about 1.5 feet. And then when he missed it, he was able to get back inside and get his own rebound and just knew that real nice left-handed kiss off the glass shot. I mean, it's nice.
Nice, going to shoot 3 here, and it's off the mark. Rebound down to the Rangers, and Pinckney's going to pull up and shoot. Too strong. Rebound down to the Owls. And they're going to slow things down and probably try to take the final shot here as we are at 15 seconds in the first period. Mackey with it, 5 seconds remaining. He's got to make his move. Jump step, a shot is up, and it is good at the buzzer for 3.
Look at that.
By number 33, Bayshawn Scott.
Yeah, as the clock was going, man, he just drains it. Great shot right there.
So we have come to the end of one here at Naaman Forest with our score, the Garland Owls 15, the Naaman Forest Rangers 10. Back for the start of the second period with the Owls on top 15-10. And a pretty good first period of play. As you mentioned, Bobby, a lot of physicality going on inside.
I'm telling you, they are just fighting underneath there, and I can't believe the refs have let it go. But if you don't call it, just don't call it the whole game and just let it play, and that's what makes it fun. You know what you can get away with and what you can't. And you just play that way.
So the ball out of bounds to the Rangers.
That first quarter was led out by Dante Carter. He had 7 points.
Inbound pass comes into Peter Shortino now in the game for the Rangers.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, He's a young player.
Pinckney looking for Basco, who gets it around to Shortino. And back to Carter. Pinckney's going to drive it inside, looks for Basco, comes back to him. He gets it blocked, however, by Jones of the Owls. And then we're going to have a travel called against Naaman Forest. So Jones that time with the block inside.
Yeah, Peter Shortino, he'll get used to that, and he'll be able to drain that. He got caught, didn't know what to do. Should I pass it out or should I shoot it? Because he's a sophomore probably, but he'll learn from that.
Gates back in the game for the Owls, and there's going to be a foul called against Shortino.
I like it. He's going to be a good player next year.
So out of bounds and substitutions for both teams.
Now they bring Tony Robb back in.
And a little bit of a stoppage in play here, not sure why, but just waiting to call the foul there. The call was made on Shortino, so we're ready to go, and the Owls to inbound. Before Mackey with the ball for the Owls. Gates drives the lane, gets it up, and he is fouled. Shot is no good. But Gates to the line.
Hey, he's just a little bit out of control right there. He came through there. He was going to score a touchdown.
First shot by Gates up and good.
There he goes. His 3rd points there.
Second attempt is up, and that one is good as well. So the Owls now up by 7 here as we are early in the second period. Carter across to Robb, who drives in, kicks it back out. And Pinckney now with it at the top of the key. Nice move by Rob, but he loses the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds and a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a lot of down the baseline type passes, but when you do that, a lot of times when you receive the ball, you're going away from the basket, so you really don't have a shot.
Mackey trying to back the player and turnaround jumper, no good. And the rebound down to Pinckney for the Rangers, who's trying to run. Gets it to Basco, drives it inside. The jump step is up and no good. Rob with the rebound, and he gets it back outside. Turnaround jumper for Carter, in and out, and the rebound to Mackey for the Owls, and he looks to run now for Garland. Driving inside, the foul call, it's up, and they're going to call it on the floor, however, so the bucket doesn't look like it's going to count.
Good strong move to the basket, though. I mean, he dipped that shoulder.
And I take that back, Bobby, they do count it, so that's going to be and one here. The bucket counts, and he'll go to the line for one more. Thought originally he called it on the floor, but apparently he was signaling to count the two.
Good strong move though. When he goes through the lane, gets that shoulder up and into the ball play, the defender, and then just tosses it up with his left hand.
Free throw attempt is good. The Owls lead now by 10. Mackey's 5th point of the game. Carter looking inside, a nice pass and a good bucket by Davey Soares.
They need Soares to have a great game today.
Mackey drops it back off. A wide open three-point attempt is good for number 21, Brian Reddick.
I mean, he just drained it, didn't he?
Yeah, kick ball there. It's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, he had a wide open look that time, Bobby. And, you know, most time when these players have a chance to set up and shoot like that, they're going to make most of them.
That's what you call clutch. In your face.
Jonathan Basco to the bench for the Rangers. The inbound pass inside. They're looking for Soares once again. Back out to Pinckney. And the crossover to Kenny Netters just in the game. Pinckney throws it inside looking for Soares, and there's going to be a foul call, it looks like, on the floor.
I mean, I think it's really hard right now for Naaman Forest to get an open shot because they're just swinging it around the top of the key. And again, their back is against the basket every time they receive the ball. So I think what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to get it into Soares and see if they can get the defenders backing down and playing against him to open these shots up from the outside.
Nice ball movement here by the Rangers. They get it back out to Carter. He's going to take a long three, and it is good.
That's the college shot right there. Dante Carter for three.
Carter with 9 in the ball game. And a travel going to be called against the Owls here. Number 20, Chris Hernandez. Carter outside to Netters. Back to Carter. Carter's looking inside for Soares, who tries a bounce pass, and it's stolen by Vayshawn Scott of the Owls. He's looking to run it. He's going to take it all the way in, off the glass, and in for two.
Woo! Look at that shot. Man, that was nice.
The Owls put a little bit of pressure on here on the inbound play, and Rangers bring it across. The Owls with a 10-point lead as they look inside for Soares, and he is off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good. Ball loose, and it comes down to Garland. Scott with the rebound. He gets it over to number 21, Brian Reddick. Then they look for Scott, and it is up and no good. Soares fighting for the board here, and I'm going to say it's off Garland.
I tell you, Naaman is going to have to get a couple of buckets here. They have to get them quick because you don't want to go into the half at down, 10, 15 points. You're going to have to close the gap in this 3 minutes.
Substitutions here by the Owls, and the inbound pass for the Rangers. Look to get it down quickly, looking for Soares inside once again, and it gets it blocked.
Go back up with it.
And he's going to throw it away. That's going to be an over and back violation. And that's going to be a turnover for the Owls.
Soares got to know right there when he gets that rebound at that point, he's got to go back up with it, because the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a foul. You got to go back up strong right there, throw an elbow out and make them foul you or score the bucket.
Scott takes the ball out of bounds into Gates. And a baseline drive, a wide open look, but he passes it up for the three-pointer. It's a little short. And over the back foul is going to be called on Scott. It was number 20, Chris Hernandez, with the three-point attempt, and it was no good. So it remains 25-15 Garland. We've got 3:02 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, they need to get a bucket right here.
Netters kicks it out, a wide open three for Carter. He misses this time, but Netters with the rebound back outside. And they will set up the offense once again. Pinckney looks inside to Soares, who is too strong off the glass. Garland with another rebound. Once again, number 33, Scott. And I believe the Owls have called a timeout here. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. So pretty good game thus far in the first half for Garland. They've held Naaman Forest to only 15 points, and
yeah,
pretty good.
That's really tough. You only get 15 points in 2 quarters, basically, and Garland's playing a great game. They're being very aggressive on defense, and they're able to keep that three-point shot out and make sure that Naaman is getting the ball with their backs towards the goal, and it's hard to score when it's like that.
It looks like here in the second period, Naaman's really trying to attempt to get it inside to Davy Soares. And, as you said, Bobby, he's had some pretty good shots. He just can't get any of them to fall at this point.
Yeah, and he will. He'll get them to fall. You just got to keep feeding them in there.
Soares listed at 6'5". He is a senior for the Naaman Forest Rangers. Of course, this is a senior-laden ball club, as they'll only have 2 remaining members of this squad back next year, so it's a heavy senior club.
Sure is. Yeah, there's only 2 sophomores on the team. There's no juniors. Of course, they had senior night tonight and announced all the seniors. And
well, good ball movement, a wide open shot, no good. Rebound back to Garland, however. That shot is short. And the long rebound once again to the Owls.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of effort going on out here right now. I mean, both clubs are really hustling hard. They got him in a trap.
Yeah, Scott's trapped in the corner. He gets it out, though, to Mackey. Find a wide open shooter, but he passes out. Good ball movement here by the Owls.
I tell you, it is.
Inside, wide open, and beautiful look that time to number 33, Scott.
That's his 7th point tonight. I tell you, that was just great ball movement. They were trying to trap him and cause a turnover, but they were able to find, Garland was able to find an open man every single time, and then they just eventually found him down underneath, wide open.
Carter with a nice drive inside, and foul is going to be called here, and he will go to the line for 2. And Carter's been pretty much the offense for Naaman Forest here in the first half, as he's got 9, and only 2 other Rangers have scored at this point.
Yeah, you gotta have more people involved in scoring, but again, it's only 15 points right now.
First one falls for Carter, gives him 10 so far in the game.
Pretty good free throw shooter as well.
Carter with the second attempt. It's up and good. So the lead now back to 10 for Garland. It's 27-17 as we approach a minute 20 here in the first half. Baseline drive, the shot is up and in and out. Ball loose on the court.
Call timeout.
And there's going to be a jump ball called in the possession arrow in favor of the Owls.
Naaman, yes, Naaman will get it. Or Garland will get it, yeah.
Got a minute 8 remaining now. Towel off the court here as saw several players fighting for the loose ball.
Yeah, you don't want anything slippery on the court.
And they're going to call a foul here. It's a,
yeah,
it's a
that's big number 44 right there. Litrian Jones, of course, he's an offensive lineman on the football team, and he was going to go ahead and make some room right there.
So the turnover back to the Rangers as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Basco with it out to Carter. Almost a steal there, but Carter tries to advance a wide open Pinckney for three. It is no good. And the rebound down to Basco of the Rangers. He takes it inside. But they're going to call an offensive foul here against Naaman Forest, it looks like.
Wow, that's a crazy call. I didn't see anybody go to the ground or anything. And usually that somebody's hitting somebody on the arm when you're trying to shoot like that. That's one of those mystery calls.
So we've got 35 seconds remaining here and counting. Garland with a 10-point lead and possession. As they may try to look to hold it for the last shot. And then a careless pass. And they're going to get a foul called against the Owls, number 21, Brian Reddick. And that is going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Naaman Forest. There's a dangerous pass there and a nice steal by Pinckney.
It's a good call by the ref. He did grab his arm trying to get leverage. And that puts them in the bonus, so they will be shooting for the last 10 seconds if there's a foul.
Yeah, it's a 1-and-1 here as 9 team fouls against Garland.
There's a nice crowd here tonight, Steve. Stands look pretty full. Of course, this will be Naaman's last home game here for the 2012-2013 season.
Yeah, the officials having a little bit of a discussion here. I'm not sure what they're discussing.
I guess they're saying they shouldn't be in the bonus.
Well, there's 9 fouls called against Garland, so it's got to be, if there was a foul call, it's got to be at the free throw line. But so I'm not sure what they're discussing.
They're going to take it out on the side.
We're not sure about that at all. But it is not going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity as Naaman Forest is going to be taking the ball out of bounds. There, again, is only 10 seconds remaining. So Carter to inbound as he gets it to Pinckney. Back to Carter. He's going to try to drive inside. He takes the shot, and it's in and out.
So close.
No good, and Jones for the Owls with the rebound, and Owls just going to run out the clock and take it into half with a 10-point advantage. So a pretty good first half for Garland. They lead this game. Owls 27, Rangers 17. We'll be back after these messages. Back at Naaman Forest for the start of the third period. Our halftime score of the Garland Owls 27, the Naaman Forest Rangers 17. So Naaman Forest with the first possession here of the third period.
I tell you, Dante Carter had most all the points. He had 11 points, and Jonathan Bosco had 4, and Davey Suarez 2. But outside of that, there's no scoring going on, so they're going to have to get the ball in the bucket.
Kick ball there by the Owls. Rangers will retain possession. And, yeah, you're exactly right, Bobby. They have 3 players that have scored thus far, so they're going to have to get some more people involved in the offense outside of Carter. Yeah, inbound pass here to Pinckney. He's got a wide open shot, but passes it up. Carter inside to Basco, off the glass and good. That's pretty easy for the Rangers.
Hey, that's what you want right there. I mean, he passed up an open shot and got it in underneath for the easy kiss off the glass.
Gates takes it inside but gets blocked. A nice block there by Davey Suarez. The Rangers looking for back-to-back buckets. Carter with the pull-up. It's in and out.
Tell you what.
Board down to Naaman Forest's Jonathan Basco, and the foul called against Garland.
Tell you what, that ball, it was such a soft shot. It should have went in. It just kind of made a crazy bounce and hopped back out of that bucket. But that's what you want. When you get a rebound underneath like that, like Basco did, you got to put it right back up and get the foul, do whatever, but you got to put it right back up right there. Don't drop it down on the floor. Don't give it another dribble, because then when you do that, a 3-foot guy can cover you. You got to get it up high over your shoulders and put it back off the glass.
Basco misses both free throws, so the rebound down to Garland. And a shot by number 23 for the Owls. Jordan Wright off the mark, and the rebound down to Naaman Forest. Pinckney looking inside. He kicks it back out, and they get it back over to Carter. Cutting Rob with the shot, no good. And the Owls with another rebound. Number 42, Daniel Salama. Nice reverse on the dribble there, but the shot no good, but Salama with the rebound. And now an outside shot is up, no good. Woo. And it's going to go out of bounds to Naaman Forest.
I mean, the ref is sitting right there, and he's letting them fight for that ball. I mean, he could have called foul on both teams right there. He elected not to blow the whistle and let it go out of bounds.
Pinckney for the Rangers with the ball. Gets it over to Carter. A turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound down to Gates for Garland. And the Owls looking to run.
Carter's had some really good shots. They haven't fallen for him.
And a timeout, I believe, was called here.
That was an odd series of a timeout.
Yes, it was a 30-second timeout, as Coach Love must have seen something he didn't like as he's talking to his players right now. So we're just inside the third period here, almost 2 minutes in, and Naaman with the only bucket here of the second half. So an 8-point advantage for Garland. And again, we've seen Naaman Forest with some good looks at the basket, Bobby. They just haven't got a lot of them to go.
Yeah, they've got some good looks so far. You know, he's gotten open. They're not contested, but again, each time Carter's had to make the shot, it's almost like a turnaround jump shot, which isn't an easy shot at all. You know, he's got separation. You can call it open, but he's running away from the basket and having to do a turnaround jump shot.
So Garland with the inbound, get it outside the gates. Basco on Salama. Salama takes it inside, and with nice hands there by Suarez as he's able to strip it away. And the turnover for Garland, Naaman Forest into the front court. Pass it around. Basco with a three-point shot is no good, but Rob there with the rebound. He gets it inside to Suarez, and they're going to call a charge.
Yeah, don't put it back on the ground, man. Just take it up. You're 3 feet from the basket.
And that's actually number 42, Scott Barlow. Apologize, I said that was Suarez, as you see it right there. And, yeah, good position by the Garland player. And you're right, Bobby, just take it back up. Don't put it on the floor.
I tell you, Naaman Forest, they really do share the ball. You know, they do some good passing all over the court. You really got to credit the ball movement. You know, their coaches over there, Cole Johnson, the head coach, and they really teach them how to pass the ball around, and they do a great job of it.
Inbound pass to Gates. Now set up back on offense again. Wide open three-point attempt is up and no good. Rebound for Garland, however, back up no good once again. And this time the board comes down to Pinckney of the Rangers. So 2 missed shots there for Garland and a travel. Going to be called here against Basco.
You don't get many fast breaks on either one of these teams. I mean, they are moving down the court, aren't they?
Yes, they are. 2 quick teams here, and we mentioned it before, not a lot of size for either squad, so it's a good matchup here between these two.
Yeah, there's a lot of fast guys.
Wide open, Salama up for 3, no good. A little too strong off the back of the rim, and Rangers look to run here as they get it down to Carter. Rob across to Carter, he's going to drive inside.
Got it.
Foul is called.
Had one.
A blocking foul, so the bucket will count, and Carter's going to go to the line for the three-pointer.
So he's having a great night tonight. You know, he doesn't average but about 10, 11 points a game, and tonight he's already got 13. He's having a good game.
Shot from Carter is good. And
now, last time these two teams played, Naaman Forest won at 67-54. And Jonathan Bosco, he had 18 points that night. And the leader for Garland was V.J. Gates with 14, but Dante Carter, he only had 11. So, I mean, you know, you can tell now it's completely different. Bosco, he's only scored 6 points tonight, and you know, so it's a totally different game. They're just playing it completely different.
Yeah, Naaman sitting at 22 points right now. They're going to have to go a long way to get to 64 in this one. 27-22 Garland, and they have the ball as well. Foul was called moments ago, and that was called on Rob. A open jumper there, and it's no good, and the rebound down to Basco, and Garland yet to score here in the third period as we are almost halfway in.
Yeah, they haven't scored yet, and Naaman's just chipping away.
Inside to Basco, gets it rejected, however.
Hey, that's okay. That's what we were talking about, though. He took it straight up. There was no dribbling, nothing. He took it straight up. More often than not, you'll get a foul. And I don't know really why that wasn't called a foul. He got knocked all the way to the ground.
Inbound pass, Carter with it. Nice move inside. He's going to scoop it up and under. No good. The Owls with the rebound. Gates looking to push it here. He finds a wide open streaking shooter. Jones with the rebound. A little too strong, however. And the long pass out to Rob. Off the glass and in.
I tell you, they are so unselfish. They just pass the ball so nice.
3-point game now. It was 10 at half. 7-0 out of the shoot here for the Rangers. Scott drives it inside. Off the glass. No good. Here comes the Rangers. A 3-on-1 break. And look at the block that time. Over the top by the sophomore, Jordan Wright.
Beautiful. They had numbers. It was 3-on-1, and he was able to break that down and slap it to the ground.
Carter out quickly to Pinckney into the lane. They kick it back out for a wide open Basco who hits it, and we have a 1-point ball game.
Well, I tell you what, just as I was telling you guys about the score the last time they played, you look back down now, and he's already racked up 10 points. He's having a great end of this fourth quarter, or third quarter. Oh.
Gates drives it inside. The jump move off the glass. That was a nice shot right there. And he gets the foul as well.
That's their first points of this third period. And I tell you what, they made him earn it right there too. He had to make a great move and then a good jump stop. Up and under. He gets a chance for 3 here.
Free throw attempt by Gates is up and good. Gives Gates 7 on the night. Lead back out to 4 now for the Owls. Pinckney with the drive. The pull-up jumper is no good. And Jones for the Owls comes down with it. It gets punched out to Gates. He's driving down, takes it off the glass, and then another three-point attempt.
Nice patience in the air. He gets the backside of him right there and just waits patiently before he releases the ball. And looks like it was in slow motion for him, just kisses it off the glass.
Foul called on Carter. That's his first of the game. So the free throw coming up here for VJ Gates. It is up and good. And that gives Gates 10 on the evening.
Yeah, he leads Garland right now with 10.
And a turnover that time, as number 22, Darian Daniels, could not control it.
You know, just as Saxe got back to a tie game, you know, now Garland's able to go on a 6-point run.
Jones finds Solomon inside, and he cannot get the bucket. It was a nice pass that time. Basco looking to run. He gets it to Carter, and Carter carries
turnover.
it.
They're going to have to call a timeout or something and collect themselves.
Yeah, they had numbers that time, and Carter got a little over anxious. And
yeah, but that's their third turnover right in a row, and it's costing them at a timely point in the game.
Yeah, they had cut it to 1. It was 27-26. Now Garland has run off 6 points. VJ Gates with all 6. Inside move to Solomon once again. He gets it blocked from behind. And the turnover here for Naaman Forrest, but Garland able to control it once again. As Tyrone Mackey gets it, Solomon back up with it. The foul call, but he cannot get the bucket. And Carter is limping a little bit, and that is not a good sign for Naaman Forrest.
Yeah, he was down on the floor during this whole transition, and he's just really now getting up.
So Daniel Solomon here on the line for 2. And the first free throw up and good. And a substitution here for Naaman Forrest. Carter's going to stay in the game, but number 42, Scott Barlow, comes out, and Mike Nelson, the sophomore forward for Naaman Forrest, into the game. Solomon with his second free throw attempt. It's up and good. That gives him 6 for the game, and Garland back up by 9.
Yeah, just like that, Steve. They couple of turnovers and a foul here and there, and all of a sudden they're up by 9 again.
Pinckney looks to drive, picks up his dribble. Pinckney throws it up for 3, and it is good.
Oh, you're not going to come out on me, are you? All right, here, how's this? Wham!
And a travel call here against number 21, Brian Reddick. So a turnover, the Rangers will have it. We've got 17 seconds remaining here in the third. And Garland up by 6. Well, and Carter coming off the court now, and well, he still is limping a little bit, and he's going to go straight back to the locker room, it looks like. So get a big loss, the leading scorer for Naaman Forrest tonight. He's got 14, and they're checking him out. And there's a look at him right there. And
yeah, it looks like they're looking on his ankle maybe. You know, he was directly underneath the basket, and you know, when you're trying to get all those rebounds real high and stuff like that, sometimes you'll land on somebody's foot. When you do that, you roll your ankle.
Trap here for the Owls. They create the turnover. They've got 6 seconds to score here. The sophomore takes it in. Finger roll, no good. Owls with the rebound. The shot up, but it's no good. At the buzzer, Mackey misses it, and we have come to the end of 3 here at Naaman Forest. Our score, the Garland Owls 35, the Naaman Forest Rangers 29. And we are back at Naaman Forest. A shot of the crowd here. The Naaman Forest fans are talking about the game here and wondering why their team is trailing by 6 right now as we head to the 4th period. A pretty good crowd here tonight, as Bobby mentioned earlier. And they are seeing a pretty good game here between these two teams. Garland will have possession here to start the 4th. And they lead this game by 6. So Naaman Forest here trails, and again, they are currently in 3rd place, but only half a game ahead of the Saxe Mustangs.
Yeah, they really need to come on strong in this 4th quarter and win this game to really create some distance. And of course, Garland, they absolutely need to win the game to keep in the playoff hunt. So it's really going their way right now.
Turnover by the Owls, and the Rangers have it once again. Pinckney drives, hands it off to Basco, takes it in the lane, and kind of a wild shot there, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Garland's ball.
Both clubs right now just playing such good defense, and there's so much effort and speed on the floor. I mean, these guys are just covering a lot of ground really fast. A lot of times, you know, Steve, when you're going that fast, though, it's hard to settle your shot. You know, you're moving so quick. That's why a lot of players in the NBA and in college, if they're really extremely good on defense, they're usually not the top scorers because things are moving so fast for them. It's hard to settle and get your arms and shoulders and everything set and make a great shot. You know, the defenders usually don't score a whole lot of points, and boy, there's a lot of guys on here that can flat out defend. So that's why you got a low-scoring game at this point.
Look at Coach Love as he gets the timeout there as Gates kind of lost the handle. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. We've got 7:07 remaining. Our score, Garland 35, Naaman Forest 29. Back after timeout, Garland with the possession. 7:07 remaining, and the Owls on top by 6. Dante Carter still being checked out on the sideline. It looks like they've taped his ankle, so I believe you're right, Bobby. I think it is an ankle, and he's certainly going to see if he can get back in the ballgame. Right now, you see the shoe off there on the left foot. Yeah, he's trying to work on that ankle.
Yeah, they're basically just trying to see if he can put any pressure on it at all. And here's the thing with a twisted ankle, and I'm a pro at this because I've had so many dang twisted ankles. that once you take that shoe off and you quit playing, it really tightens up and tightens up quick, and you cannot hardly get back in the game. If you stay on it and just keep playing, your ankle stays warm. Even though it's swelling like crazy in there, it stays warm, and a lot of times you can play through it. But once you stop, you take that shoe off, it's too late. You probably can't get back in the game.
Number 23, Jordan Wright of the Owls with the drive that time, and the foul called against number 50 for the Rangers, Kenny Netter, so the Owls will take it out of bounds. Get a deep pass here to Gates.
Wow, did you see how high he can jump?
Nice crossover dribble that time, and too strong, but the rebound is there, but they're going to get a foul call against Garland. It's going to be a push-off on number 32, Beasley, and that will go the other way.
Man, that was beautiful, though. You know, he got the ball right there, went up high, and at the same time, he pushed it back in the goal. I mean, that is just a great play. If they were playing 21, he'd have set everybody back to 0.
So substitution here for Garland. And a little bit of pressure here by the Owls full court. See if they can cause a turnover here, but the Rangers able to beat it as Pinckney gets across midcourt.
That's kind of an interesting call because, you know, you think the team that's kind of,
Pinckney,
man.
Yeah, Pinckney with another long three-point attempt. The lead down to 3 now for Garland.
What I was going to say is usually the team that's behind usually puts the pressure on the full court press, not the team that's leading.
Nice pass inside to Tyrone Mackey for 2. They're starting to heat up here.
I tell you, the movement is just great on this ball team.
Pinckney tries to drive it inside, and a foul is going to be called here.
I mean, they guys are just moving around, and the ball is just getting passed so crisp and clean. Look at this drive, and he just splits the defenders, goes up strong, and gets the foul.
Pinckney on the line here for the Rangers. First free throw attempt is up and good. As number 42, Scott Barlow, comes in here for the Rangers.
Now Barlow's 6'4", and he's yet to score tonight, but they really need him to get a couple of offensive rebounds and help this team keep going.
Pinckney just a little short on the second, and the rebound down to Tyrone Mackey of the Owls.
Oh, got him.
Foul called right there against the Rangers, number 50, Kenny Netters. And Salama will head to the line as that is the 7th team foul against the Rangers, so that will put Garland in the 1-and-1 for the rest of the period.
That's okay. You stop the clock and you make them earn it on the line.
First attempt is no good, and it's going to be taken down by the Rangers, but then a steal by number 24, Gates of the Owls.
Playing a little free safety back there.
Across to Salama. Takes it inside. A nice move, but he can't finish the shot. The rebound down to the Rangers. They trail by only 4.
Tell you, Salama's just he's just gonna get better and better and better. He's got a couple more years to play, and he's just shows a lot of talent, a lot of maturity on this varsity club.
Foul call there on number 4, Tyrone Mackey. That is his first of the game. And the Rangers looking to cut this to 2 or 1 with a 3. And a substitution here for Garland as number 33, Bayshawn Scott, into the game.
Yeah, keeping those fresh legs.
Inbound pass to Basco here Gets it across to Pinckney, who's been feeling it here in the fourth period.
Yeah, get over there on that right side, just drain another three.
Netters to Rob, back across to Basco, and a three-point attempt from Pinckney is up and no good.
Oh, no.
And that time taking his eye off the ball was Jordan Wright, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Naaman Forest.
Well, this is where Naaman Forest really needs to convert. Get a couple more points on that board there and, close this gap.
Outside to Pinckney. Thought he was going to take a three that time. Bobby kicks it back out. Get it over to Rob, back to Netters. Netters inside,
nice.
An inside look, and it is good for number 42, Scott Barlow.
Well, I tell you, Netters found him right at the free throw line and just did a little bounce pass to him and turnaround jump shot and just nailed it. Man, that was just really pretty play.
Inside move is no good. Rangers with the ball. That was Mackey with the missed shot. 2-on-1 here for Naaman Forest. Pinckney in, and they are going to call a block. And the Rangers have tied the game, and Pinckney on the line for the lead.
How about that?
Appeared to be a good call, as that time it looked like Wright's feet were still moving.
You got to drain threes now. You have to settle down, take a deep breath, slow everything down when you're on that free throw line. Block all the noise out. And you got to drain it. You just have to do it.
Pinckney for the lead here. Free throw shot is up, and it is good, and Naaman Forest takes the lead.
How about that?
38-37 with 4 minutes remaining here in the game.
Yeah, he's got 10 points right here, and I think about 6 of it has come right here in the fourth.
Gates off the glass and good.
Boy, how good is Gates? I mean, what an athlete. He plays football all season long, and he comes in a little late, to play basketball. These other guys have been playing together all while football season's going, and he steps right in, and now look at him now. He's got 12 points on the night already. He's just a great athlete.
Foul called here against Naaman Forest. And a turnover to the Owls. And you see more substitutions for both teams.
I can tell it's getting heated up in here. It's getting rowdy. A lot of noise. It's a fun game. The fans are just excited. Both sides.
That foul was called on number 42, Scott Barlow, his fourth, so he is out of the game.
Barlow really changed this fourth quarter, though. I mean, it wasn't all on the boards and everything, but he was setting nice picks and getting a lot of rebounds and not allowing them to shoot on the inside. He was playing a really good fourth quarter.
Number 32, Stephen Beasley with a strong drive. And the foul is going to be called against number 30, Mike Nelson, his first. And that will put Beasley on the line.
Yeah, he's 6'2". He's a senior. He's playing a good game tonight.
First free throw shot from Beasley is good.
Well, these coaches are really working these players. Both of them have shed their coats, They were all dressed up in suits, and boy, it gets close, 2-point game, man. Both of them are screaming and yelling from the sideline and shedding their coats. What's getting tense in here?
B.J. Gates for the Owls with the steal. And then the foul call against Gates.
Yeah, he got trapped. He got in some trouble, and there was 2 players around him. And when he went to, they kind of knocked the ball out of his hand. And when he did that, he was trying to reach for it, and he kind of shoved his arm to get some room. And that's what they called right there, throwing your elbow.
So Naaman Forest with the ball. Pinckney's had the hot hand here in the second half.
Hey, it's rowdy in here, Steve.
Pass to Basco, back to Pinckney, looking for Rob. And then the steal there by number 4, Tyrone Mackey's going to pull
Slow
up.
it down. There you go. Again, you know, we were talking about there's only just a couple of guys that are scoring. And like Tony Robb right there, he had the shot, but he decided not to shoot it and bring it back out. You know, it's just confidence. You got to have confidence that you're going to make a shot. And there's only a few of the guys on Naaman Forest that's actually shooting the ball. You know, the rest of them are like, we're going to pass it around until one of you guys get open and shoot the ball. And now you got Dante Carter is out of the game, and you know who else is going to step up and make the shots? Somebody else has to do it, and you can't be, you know, at this point in the game, you got to go ahead and boom, you got to shoot it when you're open. You got to hit it.
Garland with the timeout here. It's a full timeout, but we're going to keep it here. Garland on top by 3, and yeah, you're exactly right, Bobby. And of course, you know, for Naaman Forest, again, the big story for here, Dante Carter, who had the big first half, you know, got injured there early in the third period, and it doesn't appear he may be back tonight.
I saw him get his shoe back on, but yeah, it's hard. Once you stop and you take that shoe off, the swelling and the stiffness gets in there, and it's really hard to get moving again.
So, of course, looking there at the bench. There is a look at the young man right there and listening in on the huddle, but he's hobbled. Look at him walking. I would imagine we're not going to see him the rest of the night. So it's a break for Garland here. Again, he was their leading scorer here on the night, but I'll tell you what, Brandon Pinckney has really picked it up here in his absence. He's got 10, and I believe all 10 here in the second half. So inbound pass here for the Owls. They get it in bounds, but it's in and out of the hands of Jordan Wright. So a turnover, and Naaman Forest takes over. Pinckney gets it across to Rob.
There's his spot.
Basco with the 3 is up and no good. Rebound down to Rob, however, and he puts it up and in.
The shortest guy on the court gets the rebound and drops it back in.
Back to a one-point game. It's 41-40 now.
But that's what you got to have. You got to have them shooting the ball right there. Get points from people that aren't normally your scorers.
And they're going to call an offensive foul here against Garland.
You know, they've been letting them play like this all night long, so you can't change the rules right now as a referee. I mean, they've been letting them fight underneath this whole night.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout has been called. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break with them. We've got 2:01 remaining with our score. Garland 41, Naaman Forest 40. Back from timeout as both teams get back to the court here. Garland with a 1-point lead with a little over 2 minutes remaining in the game. And it's been a good one tonight here at Naaman Forest High School. Again, we talked about it this evening that Naaman Forest in third place at 5-4 in district play. Garland comes in at 2-6. So, you know, a must win really for Garland, but really kind of a must win for Naaman as well. And a bad pass. BJ Gates with the steal. He's going in for the layup, and it is good.
He's fast. You got to count for him all the time.
Basco drives. Pinckney wide open three. It's short. And the rebound down to Garland's number 32, Stephen Beasley.
Oh.
And then they get a jump ball.
Sure do. But it'll be Garland.
Yeah, possession arrow, I think, is towards Naaman. So it looks like Naaman Force will get possession, and a 30-second timeout is called. We'll keep it here. So a big rebound that time for Garland, but then the Owl player was tied up, and again, the possession arrow for Naaman Force, so they'll get another crack at it here. Boy, Pinckney had a wide open three that time, Bobby. He just was a little short.
I tell you, they get so close, but they have not been able to just actually take the lead and just take it. And Garland, that's a lot to do with Garland, how fast they are. But it's just been back and forth.
There you see a look at head coach Cole Johnson talking to his team in the huddle. Again, it appears they have lost their leading scorer, Dante Carter, for the night.
Yeah, and Davey Soares, their 6'5" forward, which has, he's always got about 8 or 9, 10 points a game as well. He's down with a sprained ankle.
Basco, a three-pointer out of the inbound, and this time the rebound to Garland. Boy, in and out that time. Looking for the tie, and Gates with the for the Owls brings it across court.
Yeah, so you got two of your top guys on the bench with twisted ankles.
Inside move, jump step, and it is good.
No, he called
They
a
call
travel.
a travel on that, and I'm not sure why. That looked like a good jump step. Take a look at it here. Let's see if he did or not. There's the jump step, and then he shoots it. I'm not sure where the travel came in, but anyway, turnover for Garland. Naaman Forest still down only by 3 as we approach 1 minute here in the game.
And Naaman don't have to shoot a 3 here. They can take it to the basket, hope for a foul, but you can't use all of your time either. You have to take your shots.
And they're standing at the three-point line, and Bobby, I agree with you.
look at
Rob with the
that.
quick shot, no good, and it
Now
comes
you gotta
down to
foul him.
Garland's right.
Now you got to foul him.
And there is the foul on Gates, and that is going to be the 10th team foul against Naaman Forest, so that will put Gates at the line for 2.
Well, they had Tony Robb right under the basket, and as soon as he caught it, he put it up. I mean, that's what you want right there. They didn't even have a chance to block him, and he's the shortest guy on the field. He's 5'8". But, man, when you catch it that fast and put it off the glass, nobody can block that, and he did a perfect job. It just didn't fall down in the bucket. So what you got to do, you got to foul, stop the clock, make them earn it at the line. You got 43 seconds, and you're down by 3.
So VJ Gates at the line for Garland. He's got 14 on the night so far. And the first free throw, no good.
He could be he's just the difference in the game right now. He's had so many steals, and he's done a great job tonight.
Second free throw attempt coming up for Gates. It is up, and that one's no good, so he misses both.
Big break right there.
Yeah, the Rangers still down by 1 possession. Sorry, Bobby. They're staying outside, and I'm with you, Bobby. I'd take it inside and try to get the quick two.
Yeah, you can't leave it to one shot right here. You can't do it.
And a timeout is called here by Naaman Forest.
You don't want to just sit there and have your last shot come down to a three-pointer. The odds are not in your favor. You want to go ahead and get it in there and take it to the hole, get a quick one. And then make them earn it you have time then. If you have to, if they make their free throws after the foul, you have time to go up and shoot and try that three-pointer.
We'll keep it here. It's a full timeout. Garland up by 3, and Naaman Forest, of course, with the ball. And, yeah, they're talking about things right now, and I'm right there with you, Bobby. I mean, there's plenty of time in this game, so take that quick 2, just as you said.
Then what happens if you get a 2, you get a foul, they make one or they don't make one. Even if they do, then they're only up by 2 points or 1 even. And so then you go down and you can make a two-pointer and win the game. You don't have to rely on a three-point shot to do it. Fun game, though. Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a very good game tonight here. And
crowd's been great. They've been doing a lot of cheering.
As you see Garland break the huddle, Naaman Forest getting their final tips in here, and they are headed towards the court as well. So we look to have a final 26 seconds here that should wrap up a pretty good ball game, of course, unless we go into overtime. But see what Naaman Forest does here out of the timeout, as Basco is going to take the ball out of bounds. Gets it into Pinckney.
20 seconds.
Pinckney's going to drive it. Now they kick it out. A wide open three-point shot. It's short. And the Owls, I believe, have it. But it comes out to Naaman Forest. They're still alive. Pinckney with the three. No good. 9 seconds. They throw it up. There's still plenty of time. Naaman Forest retains possession.
Wow.
Boy, a lot of stuff going on. Naaman has called another timeout.
Man, oh man, can't get any better.
Boy, number 42, Scott Barlow, had a wide open look and just missed it. We'll take a quick break. 6 seconds remaining. Garland on top, 43-40.
Before they shoot it.
Back to live action.
Yeah, Steve, we were talking at the break, and Steve brings up a great point. It's 40-43 with little over 6 seconds left. And what you can do is you can wait for about 3 seconds before, and then Garland commit a foul.
Yeah, just foul the player right now.
Yeah, foul him.
Just go ahead and commit the foul. Pinckney's going to lose it here. 3 seconds, got to throw it up from almost midcourt. No good, and the Owls have pulled off the upset.
Woo! What a game.
Boy, Pinckney lost the handle there almost at midcourt, and that was the fatal mistake, as he had to just throw it up, and it is no good. So our final score here from Naaman Forest, the Garland Owls 43, the Naaman Forest Rangers 40. We'll see you next time on GRS TV.